Bulavinaka, everyone. What a beautiful day it is here in Suva. I am visiting some of my friends here in community just close to Suva in Rewanga area. And I wanted to show you what it's like, because when I first came to know about this community last year, I was so shocked, really, that a community like this existed so close to town and doesn't have access to electricity. So of course, I suppose we find that in areas like squat communities that are squatting. This is quite a big community, and so as you can see, it's right here near a creek. It's actually behind the Ministry of Agriculture. So you can see there, that's the Ministry of Agriculture. So behind it. So to access it, you come from, Hot Bread Kitchen in Rewanga, and you come into that, there's a parking lot just opposite, and you come in there and to the back. So I met some of the ladies that live here at the Safe House, because our church goes to Safe House every month. So they invite all of their friends and all of their community, and we have a meal together. So I got to know a few here. Then we took them to church, so they've been joining us at church. And so, however, this is the first time for me to physically come. So this area used to be known as Nip Nip. And from what I understand, that name Nip Nip came from Dip Dip, because it's by the creek and they often swim here. So they don't swim in this end. Towards that side is where the kids swim. You might hear kids' voices in the background. So they have families that are living here, single moms, couples from the LGBTQ community. There are 23 homes here. They're very basic. So let me just show you, like in the background, like you can see. So all lean-to, very, very basic inside. A lot of cooking is done outside. There are different people that might share one dwelling, which is, they often refer to as a flat. There's a lot of people who live here are unemployed, young kids. So I'm glad that I've come. I came to just bring a pack, and also I had some clothes that my little nephew left behind, so I bought it for our friend's daughter. So I wanted you to hear from one of the members of the community who's quite active. We call her the mayor of this community. It's not called Nip Nip anymore. They refer to it as Eteni. So Eteni, translated to English, is New Eden. What I love about this community is that they're doing so much on their own. So they have spoken to the Ministry of Youth about registering their youth group. So they're going to register them tomorrow. I believe the representatives from the ministry came and visited them yesterday, which is excellent. So they get all their youth together. It's like a little village, I guess. So they're going to start doing some work around the community. They just finished cutting some grass before I came. So I'm just going to walk over here and let's talk to the mayor.
Ndonga settlement lelai kita ngimi tau ya utinga kina long mai se vitete sa to kita ngimi starting ana le tolu bana vale monongo sa ve arop sa tundanga tondo wili roso ka tolu to monongo kita sa dende no gutiki sa ve oche walu na mbai kingo auto ya bunga bona ndonga na vale lelai bona lelai na bungo na lebni nganda na bibuke era nganda kina nanongu friend bangkata na kina sona single mother ranganda na bibuk ya sa may tosong wala le sonong wala wala dito so nakalay talaga kini sa sanga chikinong ko bakana iken mina bibuk takina kana banduru pa balik tag bay na kana limang chikchiko bakani lim nangon ndo lugu na unong so ndo taw na udangi lugu nga rak-rak yomba sa lugutan tungan dito ya sa lilim. So tipo sona nito disability sona ngase ko ya ke ndo na project ito na tegu buki na rakba bina kanan robale mera nirota na siga to na yala lini waya ke na nito kaninde nunga nawai ni na sama kici ko wakati ni nito libu ni rele buci ni nito ngoni bul ni kasa lebu na kaya ngandre na ngono go ba kanyu bul di mang tegi kinana ya libu so to bombo to kituna takakin sa takapat cikinongo bombo to ni bewo cinamba kingo si ronamba kingo kusana ron rawata na vika kitong ngandre
Naka, Nyutaka ni Matata Vinakaya, the description from the mayor, for those who are non-Itoke speaking, she really just went over a bit of what I've already explained, that they're doing a lot of work to improve the living in this area. She also talked about the children a bit and how the electricity is quite important. So when there's no electricity, they have candles, but we were just talking about in the house earlier, sometimes they don't even have money for candles, so then they just go to sleep and wait for morning. There's some access to solar, but it doesn't, that's if the weather has been good, right, as we know. And in Suva can be quite rainy and wet sometimes, so that's not always the time when, it's not always accessible. But I really love that there's a focus on the children as well, making sure that they can have access to electricity so they can do their schoolwork. So lots to do, and isn't it just so encouraging to see the community just getting up and doing what they can. Anyway, so that's Eteni, something new for those of you who didn't know. I hope you enjoyed that, and this is just one of the many communities that we get to, be involved in and come and see whether we can be useful or not, or even just visit and hang out. I like doing that. Okay, I'll talk to you all very, very soon. Binakwakalevu.